The Blues are in the tunnel, and they're about to get this real Queensland reception. They say you can feel it. Now listen to this. This is a big one coming. Greatest player playing the game at the moment leads his famous Maroons onto Suncorp Stadium. There's the kickoff. Origin 73 is underway. Seven receiver. First touch of the football. They're the right side defenders, charged down by Queensland on Kamali's kick. Menachello can't clean it up. Queensland have got the ball. Smith will play it. Penalty. Could have even been a professional foul. Strikes it. It's there. Smith a dummy half. Gives it away to Thorne. Thorne got rid of Kennedy. Taken down by Hindmarsh. And play is only 11 metres away from the Blues line. Penalty. Strikes it. Flags up. Smith away from dummy half. A dubious pickup, but it was okay. 35 out. They're making meters now. Here's Lockyer. Runners. Slater came off his knees. Ty Williams dives over. This may be a try. I'm not saying it will be, but it might be.
Billy Slater was taken out before it.
There might have been a hand from Billy Slater as well as the knee, even though Queensland celebrating. Nathan Hindmarsh again sweating on Slater at the inside pass. They're going to look at whether the fullback was claimed before he got the football. So we could have try, we could have penalty, or we could have a New South Wales ball.
It's come off the knee, but has it touched the hands at all? That's why the ball's gone about 15 metres in front of him. Well, the only chance, maybe his right hand has flicked the ball, and that would be deemed a knock on.
And the benefit of the doubt is only there to aid the attacking side, which is Queensland in this case. And Graham West has given a try. So the Ty Williams try. The Ty Williams try.
And in a situation like this, Pete, good tackle there on Flannery, high. He's a player who can do something.
Hang on.
Tied players.
Hang on, we've got Carl Webb. Did not like the tackle of Luke Bailey up high on Chris Flannery. And Webb has raced a long way to get involved in this.
So it's Webb and Bailey in the middle of all of that.
There's no doubt Bailey went high on Chris Flannery, but it was going to be play on until Webb got involved in proceedings.
Separate.
Oh, well, there's very little in that. It's come off the back of Danny Medeiros.
The ball, 6 tackles, only 35 metres out.
You look after your mate in this game, but he wasn't in any trouble. Chris Flannery, big tackle there. Webb, and he's taking on with, well, that's silly.
This is Webb again on Bailey.
Hold it. Hold. Walk away, Luke. Go away. You've got everything to lose. Walk away. He's on the ground. Then he uses the forearm down onto his head. He either settles it down or he can cool down.
I don't think he's got too much of an argument there. There's Bailey. He doesn't mind taking forward. Webb comes up. Oh, great shot. And cleaned up the football, but he's lost it. No, he'll get the penalty. And it's on again.
Well, he's gone from villain to hero, from hero to villain.
He's added some interest, Carl Webb, hasn't he?
10 metres out from the line. 5 metres in from the western touchline. Maguire to Lockyer to Thurston. Thurston dances away and is eventually taken by Barrett. But there's still only 16 metres out. He's injured.
Yes, caught one. Swinging arm here from Trent Barrett. This will be penalised after it's looked at.
Flags go up. Craig Wing. Kamali back. Second man play for Barrett. Barrett struggles for the line. Wing to the right they go. To Kamali. He kicks across towards King and Gaznia. The bat down from Gaznia is taken by Queensland. Then from Smith, he's going to take a drop goal. Lockyer puts his foot to the ball. Simpkins likes it. And it's a further point to the Queensland total. 13-0.
Paul Bowman back on the bench here, just giving his neck a little bit of a workout. Second half underway, Cameron Smith.
So Queensland running towards the Caxton Street end of the ground, and Simpson comes back at them with renewed venom. Now Wing is out and away. Play back to Wing for Barrett to kick. They're gone to Matt Singh's wing, and Rooney's got the ball, but I think he's held up.
Yeah, they'll check it. They'll check it on the last tackle. There's the man who has picked his game up already, is Trent Barrett. He's run the ball 3 times in that set of 6. And then the bomb for Luke Rooney. It came down in the field of play.
I think he got the ball over the line eventually, but it took a long time. The ball's still going towards the line. Luke Rooney gets it down.
I've got to say, I think it's short. I don't think he got to the line myself.
You can see there's Jonathan Thurston there. Casey Maguire on the far side. Matty Singh underneath. Rooney grabs the football. He comes down short. I would not be surprised if he comes down a ref's call.
Waiting for a decision from Graham West. And it's a ref's call, and he's held up. Smith gets the ball away flat to Ross, and Ross charging and carrying them up inside the 30-metre line. 4th tackle gone for Queensland as it goes to their playmaker, Lockyer. Turns it back, Webb, Slater, Thurston! Thurston, ball on the ground, loose. What does Simpkins say? Did he say play on? Play on, he did. And it's away to Flannery.
And it's 6 more tackles, Rabs.
Flannery held by Cooper. New South Wales really stretched now to the limit. Thorne, 9 metres away, right in front of the uprights. Cameron Smith, out he goes, takes them on. Minicello and Fitzgibbon make the tackle. Danger for the Blues. It comes away from Slater to Lockyer. Lockyer to Thurston. Thurston gets it back. Casey Maguire plays the ball. Thurston again. Lockyer again. Now Webb. And Barrett hangs on. Together there with Simpson and Fitzgibbon. They'll be lucky to get out of this one, the Blues. Here's Lockyer. Crocker. He's over Michael. Michael Crocker scores. He's playing in his 5th origin. That's his 3rd origin try. Taking Queensland to 17-0. And he's kept the record clean. 5 from 5 for Cameron Smith. They keep going left with this wrap. Now it's Barrett. Here is Cooper. Here's a try. Rooney has scored for the Blues. No video referee. He points to the spot. 19-4. We'll come back for the kick in a moment. Success rate from the sideline. 22 metres out, and he's missed it. Lockyer, 30 out. Barrett, inside ball. Hindmarsh, up the middle comes Minicello. Minicello's into space. He's got support. The Blues are on their way. Is this the comeback? Gaznia scores. New South Wales, their 2nd try of the night.
And Minicello, the man. The legs keep pumping. From the opening minutes, he's looked like the man most likely to break this Queensland defence.
And look at Minicello bursting through some tied defence. And then easy for Gaznia on the outside. He's got the speed, he can do it. New South Wales 19-8 back into it. Need this kick to go over.
Kamali, just missing. From Berrigan to Lockyer. From Lockyer to Thurston. From him to Flannery. And Flannery makes a half break. Thurston running into traffic. Gets it away to Bowen. Bowen taken by Cooper. And by Kamali. New South Wales stretched again. The boot of Lockyer. Up goes Big King, and he takes it magnificently. Now it's Kamali. Cuts out. It's gone out to Cooper. He puts a kick in. Back into the middle. It's loose. It's a try. It's Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon has scored. 3rd try of the night for the Blues. It's a sensational comeback. 19-12.
He is their best goal kicker. They back him in. Slides it through. We've got a finish coming up now.
It is 19-14. Now Badeiras looking for penalty. To Barrett, to Gaznia. Here's King. King down the right side. Throws the ball inside. They're in again, the Blues. Danny Badeiras. Danny Badeiras scores his first Origin try. Badeiras is over. The captain, playing in his 10th Origin, scores his first try.
Well, what a change in this game. In the last couple of minutes, New South Wales storming home. Michael Crocker got hurt in trying to tackle Craig Wing. And as we freeze it there, that was Crocker going back late. And all of a sudden, New South Wales have got 1, 2, 3 up against 2 defenders as play continues. They play the unders beautifully, draw and pass. Crocker comes across, couldn't handle Matt King. Threw the pass back inside, Simpkins on the left in perfect position to rule. Badeiras celebrating before he gets to the line, and the bench go up. Are we about to have a new leader?
For leadership, flags up. What a game. And for Badeiras, then to Kamali, now for Kennedy. The big bloke, he stretches out. Here's Gaznia. Gaznia in some space. Can't get the ball away. He will play the ball. They're only 15 out. Badeiras, Kamali puts a kick in, looking for another set. And it's coming out to the 20-metre line. Ben Ross. To the right they come for Kamali. He kicks it straight down the ground to Billy Slater. He goes across and links up with Matt Bowen. Bowen is away from one of the front row forwards. And he's pulled down 35 metres out from the Queensland line. Flannery, then Price. Now Thurston, out it comes to Berrigan. And again King comes in off his wing. But the tackle's not made. Berrigan runs at Fitzgibbon. And he's put down and tackled. 5 metres into Blues territory. Queensland trailing by a point now. Williams, penalty to Queensland.
Never mark it, they're offside.
Here's Lockyer. There goes the shot, it's away. It's wide. Dead in goal. 2019 remains the score. Fitzgibbon making the tackle. Across to Lockyer it goes, and he tries to do it himself. Fifth tackle is there. They're 10 metres out.
Jonathan Thurston calls for the footy. He's going for the one.
There's the shot. It's come off a Blue.
It's gone over.
He's got the kick.
It's gone over.
He's got the shot in.
It's ricocheted off a Blue and gone over the sticks.
It is level at 20 points all now.
That wouldn't have been a goal 10 years ago. They changed the rule a few years ago.
It's gone across to Lockyer. Takes a long-range shot at drop goal. It's going down into the in-goal. And the New South Wales winger, Rooney, is there to bring it back. Brings it back to Thurston, taken by Bowman. 15 seconds and about 80 metres to travel. It would seem an impossibility. Even though Andrew Ryan, or King it is, King has made a break, tackled on the halfway. Now there's 3 seconds. As away goes Minicello, he puts a little kick in. It goes into touch. And that will be the end of 80 minutes of football. The big kick is required, although Kamali goes through the hands. Barrett puts in a short kick. He appeals for a penalty. Thurston is tackled. Now, Queensland have got a very good chance to set up now.
That might cost them. Looking for the long kick. Instead, they put in a short one. Queensland now just got a simple. Just work it down the middle. Last tackle, field goal.
The ball is played back for Smith. It's gone to Lockyer. There goes the shot from Lockyer. He's riding it. The Blues have got the ball. And it's coming back out to the 20 for the restart. For Dan Badeiras. It's gone on to Kamali. Intercept for Bowen. That's the end of it. Bowen has his hand in the air. Matt Bowen scores off an intercept. And Queensland have won. State of Origin won. Matty Bowen, the fresh man, the youngster from North Queensland. He has scored an intercept try for Queensland to take the opening game of the 2005 series.
He's a match winner, isn't he, Matty Bowen? He's electrifying. Every time he gets near a football, the crowd rises. Brett Kamali, the unfortunate man to throw the pass, looking for the cutout, and Matty Bowen was up in the attacking line, plucked it out of the air, and gets Queensland 1-0 up. We now go south of the border.
Yeah, that'll go down in the annals of State of Origin history. Matt Bowen, the match-winning try.
as Darren Lockyer leads the Queenslanders out. He captains for the 6th time the youngster from Roma, the hometown of Arthur Beetson as well. And now Danny Badiris for the 5th time captains the Blues, and he knows in the queue of players behind him is his club captain Andrew Johns, a man under whom he has played many, many times. This will be a thunderous roar for the Blues. There's Johns. He's the X factor. How will he come through? That's his dad. Some say he shouldn't be there on his limited preparation. Others say he had to be there. There's the whistle. Origin 2 is underway. Queensland with first use of the ball, and Seven Asiva comes back at Hindmarsh. Played and gone to the short side again for Johns. He puts a little banana kick across and it's bounced. Oh, that might be a knock on against Crocker. No, he's ruled knock backwards. Crocker makes a big run, a sustained run. Linking up with him is Slater. Here's Billy Slater down to the 40. He kicks ahead. Berrigan's after it. So too is King. King gets there first and saves for the Blues.
Oh, Matt King has dead set saved a try. A magnificent effort by him to chase that.
Is out on tackle 5. Badiris from dummy half gets it back to Anasta. Anasta puts a little kick in. It's in behind Berrigan. Oh, it's gone off him and gone dead in goal. Line drop out.
Very exciting stuff by the Blues. Andrew Johns heavily involved.
Now Johns approaches the 30, passes before it, gets it to Minicello. Out to King. King running onto the ball, heading for the corner, floating it infield. And again it's Michael Crocker who saves the day for Queensland. They're just into Queensland's territory now. Here's Johns putting a kick in. Minicello's chasing. The ball is hitting the upright. It'll be a try. It's a try for the Blues. Scored by Minicello. That's his 5th origin try. Anthony Minicello has scored.
They just want to check the onside here. Yeah, it's line ball, right in line.
That's the man we're talking about, obviously, on his immediate left.
And look, I've got to say, no urgency at all there by those two Queensland backs, Billy Slater and Matt Singh. Billy Slater was the man who should have got the football first. And Minicello picks it up, dives over, and that, you would think, if he just declared onside, will be a try.
Here's the decision.
It's a try. New South Wales take the first points, 4-0. And Fitzgibbon then with the easiest of conversions. Queensland's end, and that's Simpson having done his job. Welcome back to the benches by Laurie Daly. Badiris goes across the park. He gets it away to Anasta, and Anasta is held there by Smith and Seven Asiva, and he's pulled down 30 metres out on the Queensland 30-metre line. He loses the ball. No, he's given a penalty. There was a hand on the ball according to Stephen Clark. It was a close call, the offside-onside ruling. Here's Fitzgibbon, though, from the centre of the park. He's hit it beautifully. They keep the pot boiling. Here's Smith with a little kick. Oh, the bounce was horrible for Minicello, but King, again, he's proved a bit of a saviour. Played back for Smith, and Smith goes behind Webb, goes to Lockyer. Out it goes to Berrigan. Berrigan taken by King, who again came off his wing. He's taken the chances, Matt King, and so far he's come up trumps all the time. There's the kick from Lockyer on the final tackle. Stacks on the mill. Held up, got the ball down. Queensland try.
I think it's Brad Thorne.
It is.
Brad Thorne has scored for Queensland.
The biggest player on the field. He left for that one.
And the decision to turn down the penalty shot in front. It's come up trumps for them. How are you going to out-jump that man?
Well,
He's a monster.
Thought he was back in a line out for the All Blacks. He went up for that one. It's a beautiful kick, just shaves the upright. And look at Brad Thorne, up he goes. He's done that plenty of times.
Now pushed up to the front of the engine room.
Smith from right in front. There's the extra 2 points. Matt Bowen, a quick play of the ball. That's very helpful. And Cameron Smith has gone way down. on tackle number 5 to the Blues 40-metre line. It's back to Thurston, and then it's gone on to Lockyer. They have to get themselves back on side. Crocker is with the ball. He scored a try in the first one. Gets it back to Lockyer. Here they come again. And again Matt King is back there. And again Matt King saves for the Blues.
Well, he's everywhere. He's doing a Matt Singh, is Matt King.
Webb coming off, Cooper's gone down.
It is a problem for Carl Webb. He's been battling a groin injury for the last few weeks. Ever since State of Origin 1, he's gone back to the rooms to undergo a bit of treatment.
Queensland on the western side. They go to the middle, and Thurston, he puts a kick down, but Rooney's got no pressure there. On his 10-metre line, he runs about 10, 12 metres before he comes to the defence. And Hindmarsh is off. That's Simpson next to him. So Wing has gone on to replace Hindmarsh. Here's Cooper now with the ball. 30 metres out from his own line, and again the Queenslanders muscle up. And he's in trouble, Luke Rooney.
They come this side.
Johns comes to the right for a Nasta, and Minicello knocks on. Here's Billy Slater getting a loose ball. It is a foot race in Origin 2. Slater racing away inside the 10 metres, and Queensland again off an interceptor able to score. Queensland hit the lead.
Billy Slater, there is no substitution for speed in the game of rugby league, and this young man is endowed with plenty of it. Minicello, he did his best. He did a great job to take a little bit of ground off the ball carrier. And the final indignity now for New South Wales, it is injury to insult. Luke Rooney leaving the field.
10 in, 20 out to the northern end. Struck it beautifully. Never left the line. So Cameron Smith has converted. Matt King on the right side. Here is Bowen showing it, stepping, getting it away. Slater is there, puts his arm up, and Slater is tackled 2 metres out, tackle 5. Braithen Astor slow to get back in the line. Bowen, away it goes to Crocker. Crocker to Lockyer. It goes away to Ty Williams. There's another try. Another try for Williams.
No, it was a forward pass. Yeah, the last pass was forward to Williams, and that'll be a changeover.
By Jove, that must have been a very close call for Stephen Clark and his touch judge. It looked
40-20.
It's a 40-20, it's there.
Oh.
So, as Paul Horton said in the first half, that's Origin. 1 second, you're down there with a chance, you've got the points counted, and then they hurt you at the other end of the park. As it goes away for Johns again, and away it goes to Anasta. Gets it away, surely. Yes, it's a try. Minicello, I fancy, has got his second try of the night and his 6th try in Origin football.
And great vision there from Andrew Johns. He went from the left side of the field to the right side. Braithen Astor running into a hole. Wonderful support player. Slams the football down. The 40-20 gave him the opportunity off the boot of Johns.
Yeah, weight of possession taking its toll on the Queensland defence, which had been very, very strong.
Here's Johns now. 10 in, 20 out. Struck it well. It's there. Badeiros looking for Bailey, and here's Badeiros putting a step on. He's so close, Badeiros. He's a metre from the line as Bailey finds himself a dummy half. Now Johns is away to the right. Bailey decided to go himself, and he pushes and shoves with leg drive, but they force him back. Good Queensland defence again, and again Jonathan Thurston there. Badeiros low for Johns, wide for Wing. Left foot, right foot. Menzies will score! Menzies! He is over to score his 4th Origin try.
He's all class 2, Menzies. On the Bundy Rum telestrators, we freeze it there. You can see that the man catching the football has got outside his defender, and that again is opening up space on the outside as play continues. Craig Wing, the width of the passing game, again coming off a kick.
In front of the Eastern Grandstand. And the kick on its way. I think he's got it again. Yes, the flags are up again. Now it's gone from Wing, gone to Johns. Johns, dummies. He breaks the line. Johns has gone to the 20. They throw the ball. Badeiros has gone forward. Hold the phone.
Yeah, forward pass. Andrew Johns takes them on, makes the bust, gets through with support. Stephen Clark was right in line for the Badeiros pass.
Badeiros goes out to Johns, and Johns looks inside, then runs again. Johns is in space, puts a kick in, bounces off a Queenslander who didn't play at the ball. Badeiros away to Wing now. Wing is 15 out, uses Gaznia. Gaznia is taken to ground. He's not held Gaznia. Gets up and goes again. Tackled on 5, 10 away from the line. Played back for Badiris to Johns. There's trouble here. Wing is tackled. Turnover. I could see another try coming. 35 out from his own line. King, a long pass. And Nasta not going anywhere. Johns, he rifles the ball away. And it's gone from Cooper and gone to Gaznia. Gaznia's got Cooper on his inside. He passes. He's away, Cooper. The Dragons have done it. The Dragons sent a combination. Gaznia and Cooper, but Johns again. Johns is dominating. We'll see it again in just a moment. Here's a break. Strikes it, keeps it low. I think he's got it. He has. Johns has kicked 3 from 3. Singh goes up the tunnel from the Queensland line. From Smith, it's gone over to Flannery. Drifts the pass across to Ty Williams, and King has put him into touch. He thrusts the ball back in field for Michael Crocker, and Crocker is held there by Riles and by Wing. He got the ball away to Cameron Smith, and Cameron stops in his tracks as he hears the call from Flannery. Flannery's tackled right on halfway. Played there in the Harvey Norman sign. It comes away from Thurston, gone to Lockyer. Short ball. Here he goes. Matty Bowen. Matty Bowen at full pace. Bowen scores. Another Origin try. Magnificent stuff from Matt Bowen.
They come wide on the Bundy Rum Telestrators. He frees it there. You can see that the ball carrier has been able to attract 2 defenders, and this man just behind doesn't even look like he's in the play, but he's going to explode through that gap as play continues. Matt Cooper was sliding, trying to stay to his man, and then it was a foot race. No one's going to cover Matt Bowen with 40 metres of free grass to run.
Well, you cannot write them off. Write them off at your own peril. It was a beautifully delayed pass by Lockyer. Matt Bowen scores. They're back into it, and that'll lift them.
Cameron Smith bangs it. It's gone out in front of the upright, so he's missed it. Work there on the right ankle of Badiris, the red and white team. As it goes away now for Kennedy. He's been strong, Kennedy, with some of those surging runs. Badiris for Fitzgibbon now. And he's 19 out from the Maroons line. Played back to Badiris, who gets it away for Johns. He switches it back into the short side for Nasta. And Braith plays the ball. Badiris goes to Johns. Off his right foot, try. Badiris has scored his second Origin try in as many games. The Newcastle captain to the New South Wales captain. And Danny Badiris scores. Origin 2 will go to the Blues now.
Well, the Queensland coach Michael Hogan will hope that he sees plenty of that in the second half of the season at club level. And Newcastle number 7 to the Newcastle number 9. Look at him bouncing around, Andrew Johns.
With 5 tries, 5 goals, make that 6 now. They lead by 32 points to 16. Metres away from the Blues line. Bowen and Sivanasiva getting it together. Sivanasiva's over. The big fellow has forced his way over. Backwards, I might add. But Sivanasiva has scored right on full time. 32 points to 20. There it is, and that is the end of it. Origin 2 is over. The Wizard Blues have won the game, 32 points to 22. They led 8-0 very early, but Queensland hit them back and led 12-8. But it was a blistering start to the second half by New South Wales. They piled try after try on. Minicello got a couple. Menzies, Cooper, Badiris tries. Queensland, Thorne, Slater, Bowen and Sivanasiva. Queensland have kicked off the 12th decider. The end of the 24th series is underway. Blues ball, first use. Riles. Simpson hit hard by Queensland. Lockyer again. Carroll again.
Great tackle.
5 tackles gone again. Smith for Lockyer. He's so busy. Now Minicello. He's away. Minicello at the 20-metre line. Tackled by Bowen. Sensational start, and a penalty goes to the Blues.
There was a flop from Matt Singh.
And gone to Kennedy, and Kennedy looking to thrust the ball back and down. 15 out from the line, sloppy play the ball. And it's a penalty. There was a rake in there. Well, you'd think with the pressure they've been under, they would take a kick for goal. 18 in, similar margin out, flags up, first points in the game. As Riles tries to thunder out, and look at them, they're driving and driving. He thrusts the ball back in desperation, and Gaznia has to clean up. Hindmarsh to the centre of the ground, a fend and then a crawl. Look at him go along on the knees. It takes him to 3 metres from the line. Johns is dangerous, and Asta's over. Ladies and gentlemen, there is the first try, scored by Braithen Asta. The Blues 6, Queensland no score.
And Andrew Johns with Craig Fitzgibbon on the sideline, looking to convert, and does so.
Played by Ryan. Now Johns goes back to Ryan. He wasn't ready for it, but he took it. 5 and last against New South Wales. Ryan playing the ball. Badiris, Johns, chances the kick. There's plenty of chasers. They've got a try out of it. There's a try for Gaznia. 4 Origin matches, 4 tries for Mark Gaznia. New South Wales 12, Queensland no score.
Did you see that reaction from Ricky Stewart as Andrew Johns moves in? Incredible stuff from the coach so early.
With Ryan coming across on an angled run, running at Lockyer. Running across and then looking at his opponent before he saw Lockyer, and then he said, that's it, I'll aim it at him. Kennedy goes down. High tackle by Crocker.
Stay out.
They become a little bit restless. 25 metres out from the Queensland line. Again, it's Anasta running at Sivan, Asiva and Ross this time. They take him to ground. Centre of the ground, 18 out. Menzies the dummy half waiting. Johns now off his right foot a couple of times, takes the tackle. Minicello, here is King, and Matthew King has gone in. New South Wales have scored another try. The boy from Melbourne Storm has scored, and the Blues lead by 18-0. To Johns, who's going for the kick again, going out for the tall men. King is under it, tried to bat the ball in. He did that, but it's gone into touch. The Blues fans that are here went up. An unbelievably hectic start to the game, where Queensland had repeat set after repeat set. And those of us that watch rugby league regularly were absolutely certain that Queensland were going to score, but the Blues miraculously got out of that. And then they started piling the points on. Try after try followed. Anasta, Gaznia, King, and the Blues go to a half-time break of 18 points to 0. The things they do, the hunger and the passion, it will never die for Queensland. So 18-0 down, you can't feel comfortable. As Queensland get first use of this football in the second half. As Anasta plays the ball, it's gone to the boot of Johns, and he fires it down across the dewy grass for Bowen to pick it up and give it to Singh, and Singh, oh, it's gone over the head of Lockyer, race for the ball, Berrigan, and the sideline, and the tackle up. It'll be a Blues lose head and feed. Matt King making the tackle. Gower off to the centre of the ground. Long ball out to Kennedy. They're trying to isolate Ty Williams again. Menzies is with the ball. 5 and last, so Johns will probably go for the big kick across the ground. Kennedy's with it. Here's Johns, no. Goes back to the blind side. King will score! Matt King scores his second try of the night. New South Wales have gone further in front. 22-0.
And a very simple conversion for the number 7. Could throw that one over.
Kennedy, flick pass, Anasta, lofted ball, Hindmarsh. hit by the defence, got the ball away. Anasta on the run around. They're exuding confidence now.
Well, see, Queensland raced up and hit in defence there, but the bigger New South Wales backs just stood in the tackles, got the ball away. It's all about size in the backs. Great Queensland Origin sides had big backs. Same with New South Wales. Here's a chance.
Bowen has lost it, picked up by Johns, given away to Ryan. Ryan gets it away. Hindmarsh gets it on. Cooper gets it on. The winger will score. Tahu! Tamana Tahu! He has scored his 7th Origin try. It is 28-0. The Blues over the Maroons. Smith for Lockyer. Lockyer off the left foot. Across, but again he's kicking into the land of the Giants. Tahu makes a mistake and went back. It's play on. Minicello struggles, but it's line drop out because he took the corner post. Now for Thurston. Out towards Matt King's wing, and he lost the ball. It's down and over the dead ball line. And it's another repeat set. So again, the little fella. And Danny Nutley took that ball back with such venom.
Oh, he's left a couple of Blues defenders.
Has he what, Peter?
Fitzgibbon not well at all. He's looked to the sideline. He might have hurt his shoulder.
Smith is with the ball. I'm told it's a calf problem with Chris Flannery for you Roosters supporters. Minicello seldom leaves the arena without a try. Marvellous run again from Minicello.
Riles heads centre field, looks for support, takes it to the 10.
Movement.
Medeiros asking the question. Going to Johns. Johns to Menzies. Menzies gets it. Try! Again scored by King. That is number 3. He debuted this year. He has scored at the 31st, the 47th, and the 64th minute of the decider. What a night for the Melbourne Stormer. Back up as Anasta throws the dummy, goes through, puts the kick ahead. New South Wales trying to beat it to the sideline is Cooper. But he is made of something that very few of us are made of, I'm afraid. Tough, resilient, determined. Matty Singh makes a fine break in his 24th Origin. Passes to the middle. Now it's back to Thurston. Thurston scores. That's his first Origin try. He has kicked the field goal, but that's his first try in Origin football. 32-4. It might not be the time you want to score your maiden try.
He will play more Origin football. So too will Cameron Smith. The Queenslanders won't go away. We've been going too long at this.
As Cameron Smith converts. Ben Ross held by Medeiros and Fitzgibbon.
Let him go.
Well, they're starting to scuffle up a little bit. Fitzgibbon, Medeiros. Nothing happened so far. It's okay. Cameron Smith has been so busy. Thurston for Ross, and Ross has driven up the centre, but the Blues are there waiting. Bailey and Riles. Smith just dummies and then finds Lockyer, who does the same. Bowen, they're looking for the corner, got it. They're in again. Bowen has scored for Queensland. And Andrew has got his wish come true. 32-10, 77 gone. Then the Blues gave them a touch-up in Sydney. They've had a bit of bad luck. The Maroons, of course, they lost Steve Price, they lost Carl Webb. Here's a kick through late. And Minicello can't get a hand on it. The siren has gone. Thurston loses it. It's very scrappy. It's over. Well, the final second might have been scrappy, but it wasn't anything like that from New South Wales. They have won 32-10. It's a record win for the Blues. in Brisbane. A record win for New South Wales in Brisbane.